Well, hi there, everybody. I hope y'all are having a good Saturday and braving the last few days and what's to come this next week. I think it's been a pretty interesting week for everybody. And I'm sure, like the church, your companies, your families, your schools have been trying to figure out what's going on and what we should do and how we should respond to all the things that are happening in our world. And I'm just praying for all of you that everything is going well with you and your family right now. And I know you're still unsure about what's coming the next few days. So I just wanted to reach out with this video and just share a few things first about Southeast Online, about our ministry specifically, and just a couple tips for you guys as parents in the things that are coming up in the next couple weeks for your families. So first of all, just for Southeast Online, if you haven't already heard, all of our campuses, none of our campuses are meeting this weekend. There's no in-person events at any of our campuses for the next week. And so we're encouraging everybody to join us and worship online. If you've never done that before and that's something new to you, it can be really fun for your family. It can be a great way for you to introduce your kids to what it is to worship on the weekends with us and what that looks like. It's a great opportunity to sit in your PJs, make a snack, sit on the couch, and if the kids' music's too loud, you can turn it down. And if you need to explain something to your kids about communion or about what's going on, you can explain it to them. You don't have to worry about bothering the person sitting behind you or next to you. And the kids can come and go. They can go play, they can come back. You guys can keep watching. It's a great way to just introduce your kids to worshiping God the way we do on the weekends. I would also say if you haven't gotten the emails, we're linking it below, but SE Kids has sent out videos to a lot of the things that our kids do in their ministries. And so that's some great way to just keep them connected to some stuff that they're typically learning on the weekends that you can use this weekend as well. And most of all, the thing I would say is, man, every weekend, Southeast is always worshiping in multiple locations. We just got a whole lot more locations this weekend. So I encourage you, find a way, take some time tomorrow. There's 4 different service times, and you can join us on YouTube, on Facebook, or on the website. They're really encouraging folks, if we can, to go to YouTube and Facebook just to keep the website up and running. So I hope you'll join us tomorrow. As far as our foster care and adoption ministry, we are just really following the lead of the elders as to when we make some decisions about the next few events. We've already canceled our Encouraged and our Foster and Adopt Dads event next week. I don't think it would have been very fun to watch blank TVs anyways, so that worked out okay. We have already decided as well to go ahead and cancel our respite night for next Saturday. We think if the schools are trying to not gather kids together, we probably shouldn't do that either. There hasn't been a decision yet about our next couple weeks and whether or not we'll be gathering at our campuses. So right now we're scheduled to have fellowships at many of our campuses the next couple weeks. If those can't happen, we are looking at some options to do an online fellowship of some kind. So we'll be sending out more information about that as we get things planned. And so hopefully you'll be able to join us and still stay connected, get some good training, some good content that we've put together for you. Lastly, I think, despite all the cancellations and all the stuff, for all of us, the important thing is to think about our kids in this moment. All of us have kids in our homes who have lived through crisis and instability, and they are hyper vigilant about trauma and crisis and other things going on. And so we got to be aware of what they're going through. We got to find ways ourselves as parents to process and regulate what's happening away from our kids. So find a friend that you can text, that you can reach out to, that you can talk to. Talk with your spouse after the kids have gone to bed about what's going on and what you heard on the news today, what's happening tomorrow, figuring those things out, and ask for help with kids being home from school. If you need to reach out to a friend or a family member to come over and take them off your hands for an hour or so you can get a break, find a way to regulate yourself, because the most important thing for a regulated child is a regulated adult. And so you need to be regulated and calm in order to help your kids process what's going on in the world right now. The biggest thing too is with kids home from school, plan a routine. Your kids are used to a routine. They are used to one thing after the next thing after the next thing at school. So find a way to plan that day. Okay, we're going to do this and this, and this is the schedule. And you can give kids choices. We can do this or we can do that. But you still have made a plan, and they will respond well to that. That structure will help them handle the uncertainty that they're feeling. We've also included some resources below just about resiliency, about how to respond to this moment, and about regulation and routine with our kids. Those are some great things to be thinking about getting prepared for the next few weeks because it's going to get long after a little while. The last thing I would say too is that our church is preparing to be responding to some of the hardships that are going to come because of this crisis. And so if you or someone who's really dealing with a financial hardship because of a loss of a job, an illness, some things that are related to COVID-19, please reach out to me. Please let us know. We want to be able to help. We've been so gracious and privileged as a church that we've set aside funds so that we're ready for a crisis like this. So please reach out. Don't keep that to yourself. And most of all, I really just encourage you to just put this in God's hands and really dwell on the words of Psalm 46, that when the nations are in uproar, our God says, "Be still and know that I am God." So I'm praying for you, praying for your families, praying for peace and comfort, praying that you'll find joy in the midst of these next few weeks. And I hope that you all have a great day, great Saturday. Please reach out if we can help in any way. Thanks.